Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first...
Your heart starts beating furiously. Your breath comes short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigidis is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease.
First, I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us.
Oh, of course. When you are ready for the ritual, please let me know.
Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigidis, then lowering her lashes slightly turns to you.
What did you wish to speak about?
I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immeasurably grateful. I am also deeply grateful that you saved my servants, especially my valet. Uve served on the station for more than 5 years, much longer than any who preceded him. He knows how to properly attend to me during journeys through the Immaterium and what to serve me for breakfast. His presence envelops me in a cloak of amber, but now I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red.
I shall ensure that all the necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Navis.
I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. Initiating communion ritual. Come here. Ooh, go. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails, an umber shadow spinning over the surface in a fiery dance, a storm rising above foaming waters, armadas drowning in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit. Of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone.
My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again.
Cassia, are you alright in there?
So, shredding screams drown out the box transmission. The servants in the Sanctus Navis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain, and then sudden silence. The dull thud of the rocking bodies proclaims their fate.
It appears the servants were part of the Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them.
Rogue traitor, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onward. The way is blocked. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. fend for me if you have need of me.
Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of the station, Urak 5. Had you opted to begin your visit to the Rykad system with a different destination, the station could have become critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of the Navi's nobility bought us precious time. We can either focus our efforts on disassembling the station and procuring technological components for our own vessel, or attempt to save as many valuables as we can.
Gather any components that may be of use on the ship.
With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still looking for an Engineer Prime. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We are also missing some crew, and much more importantly, we have not yet located Heinrichs van Kalox, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Now we know for certain he was not at Urak 5, so we should keep this in mind when making any future plans.
Thank you, Vigdis. This will be all for now.
Lord Captain, there is some commotion on the officer's deck. The Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the wardroom, where uninitiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia to the deck.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
It pleases me to see you adjusting to life aboard the ship.
Compared to Urak 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
The events that took place on Urak 5 must have shaken you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
I see you have found some of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing. Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course, although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
Your role in attendant is your valet from Urak 5. Do my servant not measure up to your standards?
No, it is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
Cassia cringed ever so slightly, adjusts the hair adornment on her forehead, then awkwardly hides her clouded fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of a navigator often becomes the topic of a gossip among the lowly servants and officers alike. It is unsurprising then that Cassia preferred the company of one who is used to how she's look.
I hope that you have had ample time to calm yourself and your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting. Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying? You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
You have nothing to apologize for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad. And it is just as natural to share them with others.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here? At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but my delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
I understand what you're going through. My own life was turned upside down not too long ago.
Indeed. I did not know. That is to say, I could not have known, as it is the first time we are speaking in a circumstance so private. My word, when I found this place, it was so full of officers. Why did they all leave?
If may be so bold as to presume, my subject must have found themselves overcome by your rare beauty, as I have.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
Struggling to maintain an expression of polite indifference, Cassia covered her burning face and swiftly exited the room.
Permission to report, Lord Captain. Members of a sacred cult operating aboard this ship have requested an audience. They wish to present gifts and introduce themselves to their new captain.
What sacred cult?
They call themselves the Bloodspun Web. The cult defends the flagship from both internal and external threats. Lady Theodora held them in high regard and looked favorably upon their activities.
I am ready to receive them.
I will commence preparations at once, Lord Captain.
What the hell?
Those on deck watch in a way as the final figure moves gracefully into a ceremonial pose. Some of the officers whispering excitement, while others murmur prayer to the cult Emperor.
The Undying Emperor commanded us to spin a web of blood around his children, and we obeyed. We obey still. Domin von Valancius, death has whispered your name. We disown Domin Theodora, we renounce our oath to her. And now we give the gift of our blood to you. It is the gift of death. Death has whispered your name. The followers of the tenets of the web swear fealty to their new overlord and offer proof of their devotion. We give you a blade, the silent verdict. The Undying One has chosen you to wield this instrument of death. We give you one of our own, Kibella. She will be your shield and shadow. And we give you the blood of these traitors. The tenets of the web will purify their souls.
You have heard many stories about dead cults, such as this one. These devoted warrior assassins of the Imperium have turned undead into a form of worship of the Emperor. They are exemplary slayer, invisible executioners, and the scourge of traitors, heretics, and fallen souls. Many righteous people honor them as votaries of the faith, while others see their fearsome rituals as brazen spectacles touched by madness.
These renegades committed treachery against their domin. Their lips once praised the name of Kunrad Voidfear, but it is your name they will whisper as they cross over to the other side.
Interesting. So a dead cult watch over my crew. They who honor the Emperor through killing, who devote every deed to serving him. Sacred executioners.
The Domin has discerned our essence. This is a great honor for the blood-spun web. We have woven the bays of this ship together with the threads of our faith for many years. We keep the greatest relic, his tarot, through which he sends us his blessed revelations. We obey the whispers of the Undying One. This is our service to him. This is our service to you.
Your heart is filled with holy as you gaze at the cultist. You recognize this feeling. You have experienced it before, when you walked through the scorching flame and survived. The eyes of your green guest burn bright with sacrificial fervor. They serve the God Emperor with wholehearted faith and devotion.
The tenets of the web teach us to read the threads of the future and understand the hearts of others. When a soul is filled with the poison of corruption, we know its time has come. We bring liberation. 3 strikes, 3 rebukes, 1 blade. This is how we serve the Undying One. This is how we serve you and your flagship. But there are others, the virtuous martyrs who contravene his design without realizing it. Those who have come too close to faltering or committing an apostasy, but have not erred yet. We present such souls to the Undying One. Humanity owes its existence to the Undying Emperor's sacrifice. It is he who protects us from a darkness of terrors. Hence, each of us has a duty to serve him, and a duty to die for him. To act otherwise is to waste the life that has been given to us by the Undying One, to become a thief. We help others understand this. We help them to live and die righteously.
cultists do not blink or look away as they stare at you.
Why have you brought this rebel to the upper decks?
So you may offer the souls of these traitors as a gift to him. You have the authority to order their execution. Their blood will bind us together through him. For the God Emperor, the Undying One is death itself. The Undying One is duty itself. Give the order, Domin. Let a spinner of the blood-spun web undergo the test of a sacred trial.
Give weapons to the traitors. It is time for Kybella to prove herself.
A dagger that has not sliced through sinew is nothing more than a toy. Let the final dance begin.
Your Emperor won't save you!
Brings me no pleasure. See it. Come. The other side awaits. I shall not kill it. Brings me no pleasure. As honor or death is a blessing. Let your soul be purged. Come, the other side awaits me. And your honor or death. Killing brings me no pleasure.
A cut to the heart, a cut to the throat, a cut to the stomach. These wounds have been inflicted according to his pleasure. The blood of the apostates will wash away the stain of their treachery, so that their souls may prostrate themselves before the Undying One's throne and beg his forgiveness. I have acted with reverence and shown proof of my loyalty. Will you accept me, Aurelius-Edran? Will you make me your shield and shadow?
Your lordship, the spinners, the blood-spun web were watching, tracking and killing Von Valancia's enemies long before the war on the trade passed to Lady Theodora. However, their blade has also been known to cut short the lives of highly upstanding persons. But I certainly do not in any way condemn the deeds of their deeply esteemed cult. I am sure they must have had good reason.
The cultists are at the schoolboy of the seditious, to bring the Enrighteous to reign. The enforcers respect the blood-spun web, for Vishara op common goal to bring his light and his harsh justice to the darkest depths of this ship.
Scourge of the seditious or not, folk are afraid of them for a reason. A couple of watches ago, these spinners took a train driver to pieces for some kind of ritual. I don't know what old Malak did to earn that privilege, though, and who's going to feed his family now. But that's a lower decker problem. What matters is that the blood-spun web serves you faithfully, Lord Captain.
My predecessor's predecessor once delivered a sermon about how the spinners saved this vessel from the servants of the archenemy. The blood-spun web paid the price in blood. A river of scarlet that flooded the decks from bridge to bilge. They became the blood of the flagship, the pulse in its veins, and the beat of its heart. Their great sacrifice earned them the favor of House von Valancius.
You will be my shadow, Kybella.
Henceforth, I am your shadow, Aurelius-Edran von Valancius, an instrument of death placed in your hand by the Undying One. For so it was ordained, and so his tarot forspoke. I also come bearing an invitation from the Vizier of the blood-spun web. He wishes you to know that the doors to the Undying One's temple are open to you.
Are you suggesting the Lord Captain should go down into the depths of his flagship to search for this temple? With all due respect, the lower decks are for servants and crew. They are not a fitting place for his lordship.
Where is your temple located?
I am not permitted to say. If you wish to find the temple, you must walk the path of Saint Ariane, the matriarch spider. Hers was the thread that would become the blood-spun web. You must become the blood of the flagship before you can enter the sacred temple of the Undying One. I cannot guide your way, but I can walk by your side.
I will walk in the footstep of the matriarch spider.
Your blade awaits direction, Dominedran. We will speak again when the time is right.
Welcome to Freight Hub LD987/A14, Lord Captain. I am Edek Frenzo, Captain of the Enforcers in Lower Deck Bay, LDA-14. The Master-at-Arms has assigned me to be your liaison for the duration of your stay here. Lord Captain, would you like to inspect the control room or to begin your search for the Temple of the Bloodspun Web?
Do you know how to reach the Temple of the Bloodspun Web?
I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I do not. No one knows. The cultists are too adept at hiding and keeping their secrets. And it worries me that you might have to walk around the entire compartment looking for the temple.
Why are you worried?
The lower decks are not suitable for someone of your status, and it's not just the grime or the crowds of brutish laborers. I suspect that the entrance to the Temple of Death is hidden in some dark corner where you might encounter criminals or contagious outcasts. With the kind of riffraff that dwells there, you might even be attacked.
Such ghastly places you describe. We are not headed there, are we, Lord Captain?
To put it bluntly, although the Bay performs its functions well, even its more civilized sections are sorely lacking in discipline. I was only assigned recently, so I haven't had time to straighten everything up, since doing so will require making some serious changes. I'm not inventing excuses, Lord Captain. As the officer in charge, I accept full responsibility for what takes place in this compartment.
Being assigned here seems almost like an exile. Do you commit an infraction?
No, Lord Captain. Quite the opposite. I was commended for my service. This compartment has always been a troublesome one, and the Master-at-Arms assigned me here because she thought highly of my merits. I am honored to have earned Mistress Sourback's trust.
I hereby offer you my assistance, Captain. I shall conduct an inspection and then share my thoughts on how to change this place for the better.
In that case, I urge you to remain vigilant. The freight trains move at great speeds, and the inhabitants of the residential units are despicable rabble. One must never drop one's guard around them. An emperor preserve you from stumbling into the pestilence pit. That's where the madmen and the lepers live.
The cult of the Bloodspun Web has presence in the compartment, does it not?
That is correct. The Enforcers do not bar them from carrying out their sacred duties. As irregular as it is to have armed crew members set up a secret hideout forbidden to the Enforcers, and that they can go around dispensing bloody justice.
I see.
Is blood? It can't be. We scrubbed the deck 3 times right before the rogue trader came. Void, take me. The captain will have our heads.
Is this the welcome you give the rogue trader? Whoever had the audacity to leave behind this appalling symbol, I will see to it that the Master-at-Arms calls them to account herself.
Damn those. How did they even...
You have seen this sort of symbol before. That cultist carved bleeding marks like these into their own skin.
Domin-Edran, remember this sign. It is the beginning of your quest, the first blood trail.
It resembles one of the symbols associated with the Bloodspun Web. What was it called again? The Song of Trailing Blood, I think. It's a prayer familiar to many in this compartment. We've heard spinners say it when they, perform their signature acts of service to the Emperor. The soundless shadow sank into the dark. Slashed feet crescendo, a fatal dance. Blade song in tempo, each edge an echo. Twin odes to death throes. Now on her sacred blood, as she once trod the backs of foes. Tread countless souls, but none who know. When I took up my post here, I made sure to familiarize myself with all the particular qualities of this compartment. I soon heard about the verse and decided to investigate. I questioned a number of people who follow the blood-spun web, as I was trying to figure out if there was anything pernicious about it, and eventually I learned the whole thing. The words are certainly strange, but it's nothing worse than that, it seems. From what I can tell, it's something like a prayer with several verses that tell about the life of one of the cult saints. Ariane, or the Matriarch Spider, as they call her. I hope you find what you're looking for, and return to the upper deck safely, Lord Captain.
Do we truly have to be here? I am not even sure what is making me more nauseous. These horrid colors, or the smell.
Anything more than batting in the whip is too good for you void dogs. I'll thought you lot are the most pathetic enforcers on this ship. Your purpose is to serve the Von Valancius dynasty.
This is the last of the hub's vials for work cycle. Do you have any idea how much it costs?
There are 57 ration crads. It is all I've got. I swear.
Spend the rest on Rotgun again. I am guessing I am not doing you any more favors. Give up the drink or get used to life in the Pestilence Pit.
I hope you get hit by a train.
Have you heard? The rogue traders come down from the upper decks.
Heard and see too, except that wasn't quite how I imagined Lady Theodora.
Seize the moment.
Mercy, please. Save me.
Who are you, and what happened to you?
I am Vale, a cleaner. I was in my house asleep. Enforcers came, set fire to it. I didn't make it out in time.
I wonder how long he's been sitting here like this. A watch? 3? The whispers say nobody cared because he didn't matter, but they also say he's somehow supposed to matter to us. Strange.
Do you know anything about the mark next to you?
A spinner came. He painted the symbol. Then he gave me water and whispered a strange verse. He told me to memorize it and to recite it later, so that help would come. And here you are. Then I should. To Soot, smirched soul, her mercy she did grant. Last breath expressed, knife met heart, removed from chest, passed on to death, her duty blessed. A balm for those who suffer anguish and distress. A longing brought to rest, of mortal bonds the soul divest.
Get some enforcers and medicate personnel in here. Now. There is a man in need of revival. Once he's recovered, assign him to be a scribe apprentice. He is too badly injured to go back to work lives.
The God Emperor has sent you to save me. You are his light. You are his grace. Thank you. Thank you for not leaving me here.
Never forget the mercy that the Lord Captain has granted you.
When the Undying One is ready to accept a soul, it must be sent forth, and so will it be freed from the torment of the flesh. Yet you have chosen to prolong this one's suffering. Your intentions perplex me.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
Lord Captain, what an unexpected encounter. What brings you to this compartment? The famous cuisine and magnificent vistas, no doubt.
I seek the Bloodspun Web Temple. Do you know where they are hiding?
I don't have the foggiest idea, and that's probably for the best. I have my hands full as it is. I'm here to patch up Savage Locomotive Number 3 under the Tech Priest's supervision. That old grump is my personal favorite on the entire freight line. Every couple of years, Savage gets mad. His boiler catches fire and starts spitting steam at the repairman. Guess who they call to take care of him in these situations? The Inferni, of course. And after I've done all the most dangerous work, that's when the Iron Brains come in. But that's all right. I love Savage. When he's in a good mood, The feeling you get standing at his levers and speeding down the freight line is indescribable. I envy those tech priest drivers who get to operate him every day. The roar of the boiler, the wheels thumping like mad, and all that furious power pulsing in your hands, responding to the slightest movement. How about I introduce you?
It is safe.
Oh, I refuse to believe Savage would dare scald the Lord Captain. He definitely should not.
A couple more shifts, and I'll finally get a promotion. I used to be a laborer, and now I'll be a...
The panel before you is covered with technical runs, lumens and levers. The platform shakes with the boiler's mighty vibration as the iron beast beneath your feet grows and snorts ferociously.
The machine is angry and refuses to obey. Right now, Savage is powered only by the auxiliary maneuvering engine. We will need to start the main rotor if we want to take a trip down the freight line.
The stubborn machine does indeed seem remarkably similar to a wild beast. The roar of the mechanism resembles a horse growling, and the scarlet glow of the lumens on the control panel make you think of the malicious glare of a predator. The spirit of this machine is vicious, but strong and evil.
Whoa, careful, your lordship. Don't let this monster smash us against the nearest wall. Put your hand on the big lever and gently give it a pull. Very gently. Savage does not like being hassled.
A few erratic jolts shake the platform, and then indignant groan emanate from the depth of the machine. An intense shudder passes through the lever and into the palm of your hand, and there is a strange feeling of emptiness in your stomach. Savage's fiery heart is staring.
Do you feel it? There is so much energy and defiance in him. This is a rocket, not a locomotive, unruly and enamored with speed, but quite willing to submit to a strong hand. Pull the lever toward you, smoothly but firmly, then pump the fuel with this command room.
Unruly and defiant, but submit to a strong hand. Much like yourself.
You don't say. Now you are feeling his real power. He can run down the entire freight line in a minute, given the chance, and kill everyone who rides him at that speed. Now try applying some thrust to the main rotor, grab those paired levers, and give them a firm tug. Looks like Savage has agreed not to kill us both. His tech priest guardians will be pleased. All hail the Lord Captain. You have subdued a mighty beast today. Now I'm sure you have urgent business to attend to, and it's time for me to drive Savage down the line and see if he is feeling cranky.
Have a good trip.
Could I have wished for anything more, your lordship?
I'd rather burn alive once than spend the rest of my life breaking my back shift after shift for a few measly
A seemingly middle-aged man watched the bustle of the bay with a detached expression. Every so often, whenever his eyes linger on the blood mark inscribed nearby, his face changes strangely and his hands clench into fists. Just as you begin to hear the rumble of an approaching train, the man's gaze turns toward the tracks. He leans forward.
In the name of the dynasty, I command you to step away from the edge and explain the misdeed you were about to commit.
What? I didn't...
Your eyes always return to that blood symbol. What do you know about it?
It's a symbol of the bloodspun web. I come here every watch, but hasn't been here before now. I guess today must be a special day. Have you come to take me to the other side?
I do not know you. Death's gaze is not upon you.
Why is it here?
Who are you?
A dead man. I lost my name years ago. I've been just another dead man ever since.
You dare insult the rogue trader with your impudence? Your body may already be covered in scars, but your tongue seems to be asking for more.
The Vizier told me to kill the one who would be at a certain junction of the utility tunnels at a certain hour. I went to the appointed spot. Then I waited. An hour, 2, 5. The junction was still empty. Nobody came. After hours of waiting, I finally realized the person at the junction had been me the whole time. It was my turn to go to the Undying One, but I was afraid. I couldn't do my duty. I ran. But some would choose to leave the righteous path. These earned penance in due time. Her whip sings vengeance on renegade menace. Her blades pass sentence. For cowards seek to hide their hearts, but death makes no pretendance. It takes what it is due, in essence. The third verse of the Song of Trailing Blood. The Vizier recited it to me before sending me on my final assignment. I didn't realize at the time that it was my judgment. There were plenty of reasons. I sowed death. I offered him the souls of the most pleasing men and women I could find because it kindled my passions. I killed well-off crewmen who didn't deserve their wealth, and I took their thrones. I killed enforcers who looked into my eyes without fear because I wanted to be feared. I reveled in bloodshed. I betrayed the tenets. I realized it, but I couldn't help it because I enjoyed it.
Oh, you poor thing. I think I'm gonna cry. You couldn't stop slicing people up. That must have been so hard for you. Even my whispers have nothing to say to a pathetic tale like that. I bet they're thinking, what a lousy, self-absorbed sack of scum.
Have you killed any more innocent souls since you ran?
No. I've been afraid to touch my own knife since that day. Thought it might just stab me on its own. But the temptation is always there. I've spent years in remorse. I'm tired of it.
So the spinners simply let you go. They made no attempt to find you and kill you.
There was no pursuit. I thought I'd see their black blades the very next day. Instead, years passed without them taking my heart. I tried starting a new life, but the terror never stopped eating away at me. When I got truly desperate, I went to the Temple of Death myself. But no one there would speak to me. When I gave them my name, they just whispered, "Sebraid has gone to the Undying One." They looked through me like I wasn't even there. I've lived like this for 20 years, like a coward, like a dead man.
Requiescat in pace.
Truly, it is better to die for him than to live for yourself. This he forgot.
That is the rogue trader!
How many times do I need to tell you, ungrateful maggots? Mistakes must be paid for.
Have mercy. In the throne's name, I beg you. Your gracious lordship, hand of the god emperor, save your unworthy servant.
Get lost. My sincerest apologies, Lord Captain. Your boot. I'll clean it right away.
A murmur of discontent breaks out among the Gewgers who are gathered around. None of the other workers dare come closer, but the anger on their faces is plain to see.
Your lordship, I work hard, never even take breaks to rest. And all I earn is 7 ration cards with 15 mouths to feed back home. The enforcers shake me down every shift, just like they do every other honest hard worker who...
Enough whining. You and your pals lifted a box of Nutribars a few watches ago, and 2 canisters of water before that. I didn't beat the life out of you because I took pity on you, and this is the thanks I get.
You quarantined the hub for 20 watches and refused to give out rations if we didn't have cards. Cards we had no way to earn.
And today you earned 15 cards in a single shift because you do the work of 3 people, right? Or did you take your pals to a dark corner somewhere, do them in, and take their share?
I didn't do them in. It was an ace. They got their heads bashed in by crates. The dead don't need rations.
Am I to understand that the enforcers are appropriating earnings from workers after their shifts?
We appropriate nothing. We just monitor and redistribute. The rabble are a lying and thieving lot. We have instructions to stay alert for people holding more than the standard amount of ration cards, to prevent supply embezzlement and famine.
They do take our cards, your lordship, and then grow fat using them for themselves.
Return the cards, and do not dare abuse your position again.
The onlooking workers below triumphantly and point at the enforcer praising the Lord Captain, a sullen, red-bearded man with keen black eyes draw your attention. His oddly piercing gaze seemed to size you up the whole time you were speaking. But now he has a stinner to conceal himself behind the girl workers. The next thing you know, you are watching him hurry deeper into the tunnels.
I hope no one has noticed. This is my 3rd time in this queue.
I can't believe my eyes.
The Forcers shat their pants like the void dogs they are when they herd upper deck. Bigwigs might come see all their mess for themselves.
So I could be killed tomorrow, and I'd never know why.
The day the Lord Captain wandered into our slum will be remembered in legends. The locals and the enforcers call me the foreman. I have no other name. You might say I am in charge here in this hole of a place.
You recognize the shaggy red beard and the knee black eyes. This is the man who was watching you during your encounter with the enforcer and the station worker.
I saw you near the marketplace. What were you doing there?
Watching one of my workers take a beating. I feel sorry for the lad, but there was nothing I could do. I've stuck my neck out in the past, not doing it again.
Tell me what life is like for the workers on the lower decks.
They toil day in and day out for the glory of the ship. The rest of the time, they do their best to survive, faced with hunger, the more deranged. Of the enforcers, void leprosy, fires, floods, noxious fumes. In a word, it is a decent enough life. If you work, you survive. If you freeload, you also survive. If you are clever, well, and if the God Emperor wills it.
What are you cooking in that vat?
Believe it or not, this soup made from mold slime and technical drain water has been simmering here in this vat for at least 200 years. Non-stop. See the growth on the walls over there. We harvest it, dry it, and use it to season the soup. If we're lucky, the smell attracts a void rat, and someone gets to have meat in their bowl. It is for those who can't even earn a ration card. Feed them in exchange for services or favors. Sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it doesn't. My people keep an eye out for workers trying to eat 2 bowls in one sitting. One is enough to fill your stomach for an entire watch. Some complain about the taste, of course. Ingrates.
I seek the Bloodspun Web Temple. Do you know where it is?
The cultists don't let people like me in on their rites and mysteries. I am grateful to them for their service to the God Emperor. But, to be honest, I can't get behind their love of death. I am much too fond of living.
Give me some of that soup. Let my servant see that any food is a great blessing.
I don't think that is a good idea, mold slime. Is something of an acquired taste. Takes 2 years, maybe 3 for your stomach to get used to it.
Lord Captain, you must be joking, surely.
As if. He's serious as a void kraken.
I hope we get something besides sludge this time.
As you wish.
I am going to be sick.
With the first spawnful comes the immediate order to regurgitate the disgusting sludge. The heat is followed by dizziness, yet you stoically persist and force a slimy junk of something inanimate down your throat. The crowd is gawking at you, wide-eyed.
Glory to the Emperor, who nourishes.
The Lord Captain himself has tried our food and found it worthy. Remember to be grateful for any nourishment, as it is a blessing.
Since the Lord Captain himself has eaten the soup, does that mean mold slime is a... whatcha-call-it? Delicacy now. Have we been feasting like upper deckers all this time and not even known it?
Don't miss out on a chance to taste the blessed broth enjoyed by the Lord Captain. Boost your strength, cure your ailments, be as hale as the Lord Captain!
Lord Captain, this is where the sick and the broken are herded to die of their various diseases. Don't touch anything.
Stop being so bloody difficult. What is that thing the death cultists say? Your time has come. Or what have you?
No, please. What did I do?
Talk about being everywhere at once. How about we take his stuff to the marketplace? We'll get to eat soup tonight. Watch a wand.
For what crime did you kill this man?
For the crime of wealth, that dead bastard had rations and fuel cells. We'll trade them for porridge.
I'm the Lord Captain of this ship. On your knees, insolent scum.
The Lord Captain in our shithole. And I'm St. Drusus. And here is my regalia.
Gracious Emperor, why are we talking to these horrible people?
I fear, Lady Cassia, that these and many other questions will be left unanswered.
Even meeting wretched heretics such as this brings me joy. Wiping out even a drop of corruption is still a worthy deed.
You detect a note of hysteria in the Vagrant's lager. The fingers of many are convulsively trembling, and there is something in the fearless way they look at you. An indifference to that, too strange and unnatural.
We'll gut you and trade what you have on you for a pile of scrap. Hey, outcast, come on up if you want to share in the spoils.
Another battle demands our attention.
Surrender to the dark powers! Death to the weak! Break their morale! Follow my lead. Chaos guides me. Chaos guides me. Out of my way!
Why did I not foresee this? My precious
Be done.
What is done cannot be undone. Feel cold. Shadows will see it done.
If I may?
Come, the other side awaits. Its honor or death is a blessing.
I serve the ruinous powers. Chaos guides me.
Leave her to rot. Joyce in battle! Without deeds is worthless.
Weapon at the ready. Death to the weak. I serve the ruinous powers.
To do.
Rookies.
So done.
Chaos guides me.
Will do my duty.
We'll rule the stars themselves. Victory is imminent. Once you a target.
Double check your aim.
This is at the fore. Be done. At your beck and
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I may.
reduced to dust.
Death to non-believers!
Don't you need a breathing navigator?
Do it! Faith shields me!
High momentum.
Of the Imperium! You don't frighten me! Out of my way!
So done. Like this. I know what to do.
I will do my duty.
Open your eyes!
How dare you strike at the Emperor's faithful!
Killing brings me no pleasure, as the tenets demand.
I'm a navigator, not a servitor, accustomed to being ordered around.
A costly mistake.
Serve the ruinous powers!
My heart still beats.
Low momentum.
Just for the weak!
Cassia.
Guide me!
Poor girl.
And so done.
At your beck and call. Indeed.
Confidence on full display.
Blood of the wicked be shed, as thou hast willed. Honor ordains.
Double check your aim.
Injury is not an excuse to shirk one's duty.
Remove
Every
through me!
thread
Be the
and
fire in my...
My time.
Death to the weak!
Will be done.
Bring mercy and retribution. Shadow will see it done.
At your beck and
Your lordship, please, a ration card.
Your lordship, please, a ration card.
Death hangs in the air within the pestilence pit, but it is not yet your time to go. Touch nothing unless absolutely necessary, Edran.
Are you here to take Sedina to the other side? No, 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 no. You are just wandering around in the dark looking for the light. But it is nowhere to be found. Do you really not see it?
Who are you?
Old Sedina. Sedina, the outcast. Sedina, the mad. Sedina, the disaster. Sedina, the curse. Sedina, the spurned. A ghost of the past. A shadow of the present. Only the Undying One knows. He alone.
There is a blood symbol next to you. I have seen such mark before. Is this another part of the Song of Trailing Blood?
Here, she wandered an eternity in dark, yet was consoled. Web foretold, undying one's blood. Secrets glowed, a light to guide her faithful fold. But threads must end. And so the spider did that which was owed, her life and death to ship bestowed. And you'll see if you learn to see. Look into the darkness. Look, look!
I cannot fathom what I am meant to see here.
You don't see, do you? You don't see. You will not see until you become like Sedina, the flesh and blood of this ship.
How do I become the flagship blood?
Oh, Sedina will show you, and you'll see the true light. Come now.
What is going on? What is all this commotion?
For throne's sake, come to your senses.
Put your life in the Undying One's hands, Edran.
Stop! Don't do it!
And the Lord of the Ark walked the paths of unlife in the footsteps of the web's very first spinner, and the servants of death bowed before him, for the Domin is the giver of life. Yes, yes, truth like a stream pours from your lips. We welcome him as the tenets demand.
Your hues are almost as pale as the gray of your beard. But what is this? A scarlet whirlwind shines through the faded colors.
A servant of death who sees beyond the threshold. A spider who spins a cocoon at the end of his thread. Sorry about that. It just came over me. I didn't say anything too weird, did I?
The blood-spun web welcomes its new lord. I am the Vizier. For many years we have waited, and now you are here.
What do you mean? You waited for many years. It was not so long ago that I made my acquaintance with the cult.
We have waited. As I delve into my divinations from the flesh and blood of the departed ones, I turn to a relic most ancient and priceless. It is his tarot, inherited by the cult from the matriarch Spider, who spun the first thread. One of the readings I did back when I still had the strength to leave the temple and usher souls on their final journey. That was when, in the intricate tangle of destiny, I glimpsed our meeting. But when we would meet, alas, was not revealed to me. So we waited, year after year, and now the hour has come.
You sense a strange disturbance around the Vizier. It is similar to the one that appears around Kibela, but stronger. He is not a psyker, or else he is such a powerful one that he can conceal his gift. However, his psychic potential is definitely higher than that of an average mortal. There are people like that in the Imperium, undiscovered by the inquisitorial hunters. They live out their lives as individuals with a reputation for having strange things happen to them on occasions. Perhaps this decrepit old man is indeed capable of gleaning something more from the Emperor's tarot than just painted pictures.
How did you manage to erect an entire temple in the middle of the ship without anyone noticing?
Followers of the cult once inhabited the tunnels between the bay's bulkheads until the threads of fate were tangled, and a domain of ages past gave us this compartment. We set ourselves to building spacious halls where the shadows, the images of him, and the spinners themselves would whisper of death. And thus, the temple that you see began to change with a succession of viziers and the cult's generations. We are building it still, slowly but surely. The song of trailing blood tells of a path fraught with trials. By accepting it and setting out on that path, you pass the first one, the trial of resolve. For not everyone is prepared to shun their fear and doubt and embark on a search for the unknown, a search for death. The trial of compassion was the second one. You passed it when you put yourself, albeit briefly, in the service of another soul, a man suffering from burns. For the choice between life and death is to be made only by those willing to take responsibility for the pain of another. The third was the trial of justice. In assuming the role of judge for an apostate of our faith, you declared your right to influence the balance of life and death that the errant soul had upset. And the fourth was a trial of duty, for duty always leads to death. We are prepared to render our duty to the undying one, fearless and accepting of our purpose, which is to serve him. You, too, have proven yourself prepared, and the 4 trials have brought you here. Peace, my brother. The time has almost come.
Who is it you talk to all the time.
I see echoes of those who came before us and those who were with us, but have since crossed over to the other side. My brothers and sisters raised by the cult. I hear them from beyond their deaths. They share their wisdom. I heed them. The other spinners, they hear not, for that burden is mine to bear.
So this entire conversation is another test, I imagine.
The tenets command us to be prepared for all trials, corporeal and spiritual alike. Are you prepared, Domin Edran?
A strange serene calm envelop your body, your fatigue subside, and you seem to float in the air. See things you had not noticed before, the shadows in the corners taking on shape and color, the subdued lumen light playing on the cultist bones mask. Are they really masked? They're tall, lean, and empty eyewears might as well be dead people. A chill runs down your spine.
You poisoned me somehow, did you not?
Your heart is beating slowly, your breathing has become deeper, and your thoughts are muddled. You seem to be under the influence of a potent stimulant. One a moment the walls of that sanctum grow infinitely wide, the next they are so narrow as to make it hard to breathe. The floor dents under your feet, and undying Emperor's statue seems to shake its head, threateningly, as it looks down upon you.
My blood is infused with a concoction taken by those who follow the thread. It is sacred and harmless to us, but it befogs and afflicts. And yet, Domin Edran, you have grasped that the mind may fail the body and the senses. This was the trial of spiritual acumen. You have passed it.
And what happened now?
That is for you to tell me.
Now you're going to initiate me as a servant of death.
A servant of death. You have become the blood of the flagship. Now, you will become one of his faithful servants. We may not name you a spinner, for a spinner's thread demands the forsaking of one's previous life, but the blood-spun web will still accept you. The tenets allow it, but only for a Domin who has followed the trail in blood until the end.
Upon the ritual platform at the undying Emperor's feet, under the knee gaze of his dark, empty eye socket, you feel completely insignificant. Surprisingly, the thick blood pouring from his hands onto your brow, chest, and shoulder is still warm. Blood falling to your eyes. You hiss in pain, but raise your head. Through a red mist, you glimpse an arch through in the Emperor's face. That sees you, that is watching you. Could the lingering intoxication still be playing tricks on your mind?
Death has accepted you, Domin Edran. Now, and for all of time, you are the Blood Warden and the Undying One's most venerable servant.
It felt as if the God Emperor was watching me.
To many, he comes during their time of service, in images of blood and whispers from the shadows. But remember that those are mere visions. For true death will not come for you until your time, and it will take your soul gently in its bony hands.
So, the ritual is complete.
Every thread ends in death. Yes, I see he is still full of questions. Let us give him answers about our ways, my brothers and sisters.
The followers of the web are skillful fighters. What is your secret?
I cannot share the full wealth of my knowledge, or it has taken me a lifetime to learn. But I can share this foremost lesson with you. Be guided by reason, not fury, when you fight, and seek no pleasure in killing. That is how you will win. We will meet again, Domin, when the threads of fate weave a bloody pattern.
The shrouded faith of the blood-spun web. It is both frightening and awe-inspiring.
As is the fact that they have managed to claim a whole compartment to themselves, and the officers somehow fail to notice. I shall conduct an inspection.